Sega.
I had the distinct pleasure now talking with Fabian about Virtua Tennis 4. So you can see here I got my headband on. I'm an Italian guy, we're naturally very greasy, so I got to wear it on my head, but Fabian's got it here on his arms.
I'm all sweaty. Yeah.
See, you need a head. You got to wear it on your head, man.
Yeah, I had like 5 of them and they're all sweaty and it's really gross and I can't wear them in front of the camera anymore.
So we just played the PS Move version, which of course exclusively for PlayStation. It's also in 3D, so you get glasses. How much of a difference is it between developing a game for 3D and developing a game, that's just for regular televisions?
Sony has pretty good tools. So if you start early and if you implement that whole 3D stuff early in the development process, then it's not that much of a deal. It's more complicated if you already have started doing the game and then you want to bring it to 3D. And that happened to some of the games in the last year when 3D kind of took off. But if you put that into like your engine and if you have all these tools, it's not that big. You got to be careful with the frame rate, but you're running in a lower resolution, so usually it works out fine.
Very cool. Now, of course, this is also for the Kinect. Then the big difference is that you're hands-free with the Kinect.
Yeah.
Is that a benefit, you think, or maybe a detriment to the play experience? Because I know I felt really good having something held in my hand while I'm swinging a racket and trying to, go rush up to the net.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, but obviously Kinect is not supposed to have any controller in your hand. And if you have the Move controller, it feels more similar to actually have a racket. So let's say if you don't feel comfortable playing without one, you can use whatever you want. You can use a tennis racket, that would work. And the whole thing behind bringing it to Move and Kinect is that people who are not familiar with Virtua Tennis and have not played the series for the last 10 years, they can easily jump in and have a go on it. Like if you have a 2-players Move game, you don't have to explain, hold A and hold the analog stick to the right to do this kind of spin and do a smash. So that's the main focus. Just expanding the target group. But all the Virtua Tennis cracks, they still play with an arcade stick or a joypad. So it's optional.
I was going to say, so you can still use a regular traditional controller with this game if you prefer, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the series comes from the arcades, and it came with a classic arcade board, 3 buttons, and all that stuff. And the whole game mechanics back in the days were designed around that. Now we can bring it to the next level, but you got to make sure it's optional because the fans want to play the game with an arcade stick. Yeah.
So now, what else can we expect in terms of game modes? I mean, we played only exhibition here, but what kind of is there like a season mode, a franchise mode? What else is there with the game, or is it just the hardcore arcade experience that we've come to know?
That's all in there. So you've got the arcade exhibition stuff. That's like get into the game, play a few matches, you're done. You can configure that, and then you've got online modes, obviously, and you've got the party modes. They need to be in there, but you also have a career mode. And I think there was some criticism on the career mode. It wasn't too well balanced back in the days, especially with the 2009 one. So the team, it's done by our Japanese team again, so it's no longer outsourced, and they looked into that. So the main use thing is a very big, well-balanced career mode, and especially balanced in terms of difficulty, because we had people complaining that the level picked up way too much for Virtua Tennis 3 in 2009. So it's a slower pace now in terms of difficulty, and plays pretty well. So you should check it out. And I would probably say that's 80% of the game, the whole career mode. Yeah.
All right, very cool. And when exactly can we check it out? When will it hit store shelves?
May. It's May for 360, PS3, and the Nintendo Wii.